Good morning. This is Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong, and I wanted to say welcome to new subscribers that I have. I really appreciate it very much. And this is my Saturday morning. I love it. I love Saturdays so much because I work all during the week at my regular job, and then Saturdays it feels like I've just busted out of jail. I hate to say it that way, but you know, there's nothing like having a day to be able to do exactly what you want to do. And this morning I am going to a place that I love, that I don't get to visit that frequently. They close, you know, at like 5 or 6 o'clock, and I work all day during the week. And then when the weekends come, I a lot of times have things that I have other plans. But it is called Rare Earth Beads. They have all kinds of beads and charms, and all kinds of just semi-precious stones and geodes. Beautiful, beautiful things. And it is just, it's magical just to be in there and look at everything they have. So I'm going to try to get you some video footage of this wonderful little place. Oh, Rare Earth Beads also happens to be right next to this wonderful bakery called Huff, and I believe it's German. They have all sorts of pastries and coffee. But I'll be back with you in just a little bit. So here we are, Rare Earth Beads parking only, and I will take you inside. This is a pretty neat little building. Can't really see too much of it. The building is up on a higher level, so the parking lot is down lower. I had to do a voiceover here because the traffic was so loud you really could not hear my voice, but here we are going up the steps. You can see the sign for Huff, and then of course you can see Rare Earth Beads, and inside all of the beautiful things await. I will take you inside. It's really hard to record voice in a small place like this, so I took a lot of photos. Here's the inside of their door. There are gorgeous displays of rock formations and geodes. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I would like to have one of everything. Here is one of my favorite spots in the store. You can fill a small bag with beads, and there are some really pretty ones in here. Again, it's a small bag, but you really get your money's worth if you sit here and look. I sat at this table for probably 45 minutes today just enjoying the beads. There are tables of all sorts of beads. There are glass beads, all different types of stones. Everything is coordinated by color. It's just, I know there are bigger places, and some of you, especially out west, have these beautiful shows where it would really dwarf this. But it is a nice little place to go and just get away from everything, the colors, the feel of everything. Anyway, I just really enjoy going in here, and it's always kind of busy with people looking around, and they do offer classes, so I couldn't really record like I wanted to, but I got a lot of pretty pictures. I love this particular formation, just the colors. And of course, every wall is like this one. There are just beads hanging everywhere. But I really enjoyed my trip, and I want to show you what I do with my beads when I get them home. Okay, so I wanted to show you really quickly some bead charms that I make, and they end up being really pretty on journals. You've probably seen them on my journals before, and I would not consider myself a jewelry maker. I'm sure there is a way to do this that is far beyond my methods and my ability. And I'm also sure that there are probably better and more delicate tools than I use. But this is just a really easy and quick way to make bead charms. And I like the way they turn out. I just take one of these wire, I really don't even know what this is called. It's like a pin, but it's got the little loop on the end. And it's just really fun to have an assortment of beads, especially for boho journals. And I usually start with some little ones of bright colors. Find the hole in that one. And then maybe taper up to some bigger ones. Again, let's see, I'm not sure I like that gold one in there. Let me get a something a little more sparkly. There's actually a metal one in there. That one might be cool. Yeah, I like that. So I've got the red one and then a metal one, and then maybe this bright blue, sort of like an aqua color, and get a little bit bigger. I'll put a blue that's a little bit bigger than that, and then maybe a big pink one. Come on now. And there we go. And then I will taper back down, maybe with one that's a little darker blue. So I like that. It's not too big. You know, you don't want something just super, super huge hanging off of the edge of one of the pages on a small journal especially. The reason I have these, they have the spot that will cut the wire. So I usually cut just a little bit off. I like to leave, I don't think that's quite, it's not even an inch. It's probably a little more than half an inch, like maybe 5/8. I just guess though. So I cut a little bit of that off. This is really, really crude. These are the bent wires, so I just try to grab it as far out as possible so that I don't end up with like a folded edge. I want it to be as curved as possible. And I just wrap it around and around, and then slide the wire off of the pliers. You wrap it around really tight, it's kind of hard to get it to come off. And it leaves like a little curly Q on the end. So then I go back in and grab it and just twist it a little bit more to tighten it up. And you may have to flatten it out. Sometimes I have to work with it for just like half a minute to get it like I want it to be. It's got to be twirled up enough that when you put a jump ring through it, it's not just going to slide right off. I don't know if you can see that part of it. And I think that will work. So let me see, I believe I have a jump ring. So, you know, how did I do these? Sometimes I put the jump ring on the opposite end, but I think that I decided that I like it at the place that I curled the wire, because I want it to not be able to hang off of the edge of the book and catch on anything. This one that's already done is very small and it's very neat and it's really sturdy, so I don't think it's going to catch on anything. So I like the little curly Q that I did to be closest to the book page. And that's just the way that I do these. It's no big deal. I mean, it takes beads and it takes time, but they end up making really, really cute little charms. And it's just one of those sort of mindless things to do that you can feel like you've really made something pretty. But for me at least, I can think about other things while I'm doing these. Anyway, no big earth-shattering revelation here. It's something you probably already know how to do, and do it better than I'm showing you how I do it. But I did want to share this idea just in case you're interested in making some of these little cute bead charms to go on your journals. It's kind of addictive. I'm not going to cut the wire this time. I'm going to leave it all on and see, because I know I've done that before as well. Maybe I won't get so tight around the pliers this time. Sometimes I twist it around and then bend back a little bit so it's in the center of the wire. I mean, the center of the bead at the top. And then just straighten it up. Oh yeah, that one's kind of cool. So, yeah, I don't think that one's going to go anywhere. Let's try it and see. Pretty little bead charms. Thank you for watching. I hope that this was a little bit of help, and I will see you next time. Bye.